Here's why Katt Williams had to basically apologize for his actions, his rude actions on a radio show where he talked about Tiffany Haddish and everyone else so viciously. Now, going into this process, Katt Williams was on the grind doing all his things and making his money and staying afloat and doing his shows. Once he decided to talk about Tiffany Haddish, who is the diamond queen of entertainment, and the way he was speaking and on that show and on that platform, he was really, and like he's saying, I shouldn't have been speaking to a non-comedian like that. I made a mistake talking about comedians. I'm a comedian talking about other comedians to a non-comedian. I should have never chosen that platform. So he shouldn't have done that on that platform. Now, that's the way he tries to make up for it. But the powers that be came in. Because did you not know Tiffany Haddish has a lucrative deal with Netflix that don't involve just a stand-up comedy show? She's going to be creating on the show. Executive producer, Tiffany Haddish. She has a multi-million dollar deal with Netflix. And here's the situation. Because they got a multi-million dollar platform, Netflix, and the fact that they have all this pull and power going on, it was quite obvious, that Tiffany Haddish would pull from Netflix the whole deal, or they would have to kill Katt Williams' deal. But she didn't want her content to be up there right next to Katt Williams, who's out there going to be trying to destroy her career on the same platform. So you know what that means, right? A call was made. So he said, I got a call from Wanda Sykes, and Wanda, she really laid into me. So Wanda Sykes laid into him, but that wasn't the call that did it. It was the call that he said that he don't get. Netflix don't call anybody. Well, they were very glad that you stuck up for him when they was talking about Monique, but they didn't have your back when it was coming to this Tiffany Haddish situation. See, I always know the smaller details. And that 100 city shows that he was doing, yeah, those were going to be reduced to a very lower number. Yeah, they were going to be booking some other comedians and some locations. And his Atlanta credentials were at stake. Atlanta is the hotbed for comedy. And Atlantans will go all the way out, fill up stadiums. They love their comedy shows. So when you start threatening that, then you have a problem. Tiffany Haddish is worth too much money for them to be messing with in Hollywood. And once you woke up and struck the chord with the wrong people. Now, Cat thought he could just keep saying recklessness and it would just stay with us. But once you start saying how Tiffany only wants to make out with white guys, and they only want her because they want her to make out with white guys and white people. Once you start saying that and exposing the industry, how they want to hire the light skinned blacks and not the dark skinned ones, and you're exposing a lot of the industry. He got the call that he didn't think he was gonna get ever. Netflix don't want that on the show. So at the Emmys, which he was nominated for, they went back and the Emmys this year wanted to blacken it. They wanted to blacken up the Emmys. They don't want to hear Emmy so white. Now blacks were getting Emmys. Tiffany Haddish got one. Katt WIlliams got an Emmy. And now, shouts out to the girl who deserved it more than anybody. I mean, the 7 seconds, Regina King, she deserved it. She deserved it for a lot of shows she's done. And now she's on this show on Fox. She been more than proved she was ready. She was deserving. And I'm proud of her for that. I am proud of her. Nobody was more deserving than her. She put a lot of work in this business. You know, people forgot she was in Friday. She was in a lot of movies. She was started off on 227, and now look at her now. It's just, it was great to see it come full circle for her. She deserved it. Now, as far as Katt, when he got that other call, now we understand. As Tiffany Haddish was out there in her Skittles outfit, we knew what that was about also. You know, it's a situation where the wrong things were exposed, the right things were exposed to the wrong people, and it got to the people that don't want you to know that Katt Williams wasn't crazy. And once people start believing it, that's gonna mess up a lot. So it would hurt Tiffany Haddish more than help her. So that's basically it. So now that he's apologized and they are on good terms, there should be no more mentioning Tiffany Haddish at no more point in time. He's done. So now the whole beef and everything's over with. And now Cat can go ahead and get his money. He got his attention. Now he can go on and get his money. He could do a whole new stand-up show. But now it'll be a whole different type of thing. So it's your boy Carcino. I'm out. And that's exactly what happened.